always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in every word. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in every word.
Well, look for the good in everyone. You really don't have to look far in this room to see that. So just take a moment, turn to your neighbor, take a moment to connect and look each other in the eyes. Give them a big hello.
I haven't seen you in a while in person. You doing well? It's the right thing. It's good to see you. Thank you.
And when I walked in this afternoon, my first words out of my mouth were good morning. So I promise I am oriented to time and place for the nurses in the room. It's okay, we're good. But good afternoon and welcome to Spiritual Soul Center. I am the Reverend Dr. Megan Rose, but never fear, the only person I have called me that is my husband. We are so happy to have you all here this afternoon. I think we have something very special on the agenda. So here at Spiritual Soul Center, we are here to create a movement grounded in love and kindness that transform us, our community, and the world.
Set your soul free. Always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good.
And as we come into this time and space, I would invite you to take a deep breath. Perhaps close your eyes. And taking another deep breath, we inhale this experience and we exhale all that has come before this moment. May we take this opportunity to awaken to our source, to bring light and love into this very moment by dispelling the illusions and delusions of fear and ego. May we be open to the words, music, and experience of today as we grow in appreciation of each other and the miracles that surround us each day.
Walking down Royal Street, the streets sing a symphony. Ain't been the hardest way, ain't had the greatest day. Walking past memory, the pain that she gave to me. Don't you know I'm trying to be a bigger man? And I just wanna feel the spirit. I just wanna feel the spirit. I just wanna feel the spirit washing all over me.
Thank you, Jared, for that amazing piece of music. So it is my absolute honor pleasure to get to introduce our speaker today, our beloved Noel Whittington. She is an author, a yoga mentor, a spiritual life coach, and an amazing musician. Her heart-centered and transparent teachings, practices, and musical offerings bring peace and personal growth, and I can speak to that from experience. She is an inspirational muse to many in our community and across the world, and I'm so very honored to welcome her today as our speaker at Spiritual Soul Center.
Ooh, hi. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Meg, for that wonderful introduction. It's like, isn't it challenging to listen to an introduction about yourself? Why is it so challenging for us to accept praise? Sounds better coming out of her mouth. Thank you so much. And thank you for Paula and for all of you for being here with me. I'm so excited. Happy May 22nd, 2022. So 22, 2022, it's a lot of twos, right? So I'm really into just noticing when certain numbers come up. Some people call it angel numbers, and it's just, it's that phenomenon of when you're aware of something, you keep seeing it, right? So I think it's okay. Good job, Jared. Thank you. So they say that the series of twos is a new beginning and a new cycle. It's like a new era of growth and expansion in our lives, and it's pretty much the basis of our message today. I didn't realize that, of course, until today. So new beginnings and divine timing. This is the first event that I have done out in public since, I'll get real vulnerable with you all. I had a hysterectomy about 12 days ago. And it was kind of intense because I've never had a cavity or even broken a bone before, and now I have to have a major surgery. No health insurance, self-employed yoga instructor, major surgery. Just, we don't do anything casually around here. Let's just put it that way. So I had an amazing doctor. His name is Dr. Josh Vogel, and he removed my uterus, which contained almost 1 kilo of fibroids and endometriosis from 4 teeny tiny little incisions. One of them is about the size of your thumb, and that's the biggest one. It's a miracle, I think. It's nothing short of a miracle. And I'm standing here because of the undeniable presence of love and support that I have been shown and that I can no longer doubt because of this experience. And I call love and God, and to me, love is God and God is love. It's interchangeable. And I think that divine presence lives right here in our hearts. And I'm happy to join my heart with all of yours today. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It's sweet to be here because the word and that concept of God used to scare me. I've always been interested in and passionate about studying world religion, theology, and philosophy. And I grew up with the most amazing grandparents in their Southern Baptist church, and I adored them, and I adored the congregation and everything about it. I was always curious and wanting to learn as much as I can. The little kid asking, but why? But why? But why? That was me. So, but I was taught that if I had enough faith, I didn't need to ask those questions. And that was a little confusing. And then also that God was something and someone that I should be afraid of. And that my body and my mind had all of these ways that it could trip us up. And it could be sinful, just to simply be yourself. But my parents taught me, even though they've been brought up in the same way, that it's the opposite. And I'm standing before you because of their unwavering support. So thank you to my parents, and in fact, my mom is here. Speaking of support, say hi to Sheila, everybody. Just a little quick backstory so you can know me a little better. I committed my life to the philosophy and practice of yoga on this amazing, incredible cliff overlooking the ocean in Costa Rica in 2005. And that has led me back to my own sense of spirituality and personal connection to the divine, which again I call love, but also I might call it her, Ma, God, goddess, nature, mostly, universe, and wisdom. And because of that practice, it kept my body and my mind really healthy and strong, So yesterday was day 11 after surgery, and I'm not one to lay around a lot and watch a lot of TV and be sedentary, so my body needed to stretch. I'm gonna stretch right now, actually. And I was just amazed at the simple, like amazing, awe-inspiring pleasure of being able to get down and lie on the floor. To like even get down all the way onto the floor is something that I have never, I've taken it for granted, honestly, right? And then every breath that I took, I noticed how much my body had been through because of it. Not just in the surgery, but I had been neglecting my body and taking her for granted because she's strong, she's healthy, she can do anything. You know, she gets paid to be bendy, all of those things. And then there's every breath and how amazing each breath was. Let's take another deep breath in and just enjoy how we can breathe easily. It's clean air. Take it in hold it for a second and let it go. How amazing is that? It's just already better. So I think, I do, myself, I'll just speak for myself, we take these simple autonomic bodily functions for granted, and that sensation of breathing, and also really any sensation in general. Your mind creates this synapse, your nervous system works, and then you feel things. And that's happening so many times every day. It's a miracle. And then when we go through one of those aha moments in life, like an accident or an illness or a surgery, immediately we're more aware of and able to celebrate the little things, which are huge, like our mobility and flexibility and energy levels, right? And in that moment, like every single cell in my body felt alive, and I was sore everywhere, and it was amazing. I was just so excited to just be with my body, to be with my breath, to be with sensation. And every single moment was a gift. And then I put my hands on my body, my newly configured body, this new shape that she has, all the extra space, and then the message came through. I was talking to Megan. She said, let me know what your message is so that we can synchronize our prayers. And it was put down what you're carrying. It was clear. It was the most clear message that I've gotten in a long time about anything. And it's, I think, because of you all helping me get there, so thank you. So, how did that almost kilo? Lindsay says that's 5 mangoes. By the way, just for reference, 5 mangoes. How did it grow? Where did it come from? Yes, it's hereditary and it's very common, and a lot of people go through that. But I also want to live in a world where we also respect and understand the depth and subtlety of emotional and energetic health. And to me, it was finally clear. So if I'm being honest with myself, it was grief. It was heartbreak from divorce. It was fear. It was self-judgment. It was guilt. It was a lot of shame, a lot of guilt and a lot of shame. And I was making myself responsible for other people's emotions and the expectations that I inflicted on myself. Can you relate to that? Anybody hard on themselves around here? Not you, right? Yeah. Also, because of that, it was the stress that my body had taken on from years of working too much and resting too little. Who can relate to that? No? And it was all in the name of service. Yeah. Hardest working man here in the room. I made myself feel better about heartbreak by getting and seeking constantly external validation from always working, always being the one who shows up, not asking for anything because I can do it all myself. Not because I can or I should, but because it was too scary to trust other people, right? And then I was constantly using that limiting, soul-crushing phrase, everything's fine, it's all good, I'm totally fine. Yeah. Anybody relate to that? Who's fine right now?
I'm fine every day.
Excellent. So if you're actually fine, that's great. I was pretending to be fine. And one of my teachers called me out on that, and I was so upset. And what happened there? More guilt, more shame. Oh, I was doing it wrong. I was feeling it wrong. So a lot of us can spend our time avoiding these feelings and pushing them down and back so that we can function, and then we neglect ourselves when we do that. And we're not even really aware necessarily that we're doing it. We're not trying to neglect ourselves. We're not trying to be unhealthy, but we just have so much love and care and support for showing up for people, for showing up for our loved ones, for showing up for our job. We want to do a great job in the world. We want to be good people. And often we forget that we are also good people that deserve to be cared and loved for. So my friends, put down what you're carrying. I like to visualize it as a backpack. You can just take that backpack off and put it down. Or maybe it's in your belly. You can take it and you can put it down. It's okay if you're not okay, and it's okay if you need to stop. So it's okay to choose yourself and then just lovingly observe all of the feelings that come up from that weight of disappointing or possibly hurting others in the process. Because we all have to do that sometimes. But the good news is, good news, is that we don't have to do anything to be worthy, period. We're worthy simply because we exist. Simply because we exist, we are worthy. Because I think love is our true nature. And when love shows up for you, sometimes, in human relationships, it shines that mirror on us. And oftentimes we're not really ready to see that reflection. We're not willing to accept that yet. That brilliant light that we are, it's too much. It blinds us. We need sunglasses. We're not ready to see how amazing we are. It's hard for us to accept it probably because of our normal human conditions of depression or anxiety or the trauma that we've been through. So the hard work and the next step for us is to try to receive it, to allow love to show up, to accept it, and eventually, maybe, sometimes, find gratitude for it. Because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I certainly don't, because it doesn't exist yet. It's not really a thing yet. We're no longer in the past, and the past doesn't have to limit us. But if we like, we can recognize it as a part of our humanness today, who we are now. It's made us who we are today and why we're here. So acceptance and love are necessary for us in order to move forward in growth and to expand, I think. So how the heck do we do this? What's the answer? I can only speak for myself, but I've found that a daily gratitude practice has been life-saving. Like even just 2 seconds in the morning, waking up, oh, thank goodness I'm alive. Thank God I'm alive, or thank God it's for my body, or whatever words you use to connect with Source. Just thank you, simply thank you is enough sometimes. So, especially during the hardest times, because there's going to be times where we don't feel good, even where we don't feel that life is a gift, and sometimes we just want to give up. And that's when we need it the most. And there's one undeniable truth that we can count on, that everything in the natural world, including ourselves, is always changing. It's always changing, it's always flowing. So here comes a cliche that's annoying because you know it's true. This too shall pass. So if you're going through a hard time, that's when you need gratitude the most. When we are feeling depressed because of inactivity, get up and go for a walk. That's not what we want to do. We want to continue to lay down because we don't feel good, right? So how do we get through that? So we have each other. So let's come together now in a place of support and understanding and connection. Let's recognize, if you like, that we're all human and therefore we are gloriously and amazingly imperfect. Let's get honest with ourselves about what we've been through and how we really truly feel about it. And maybe you are fine every single day. And that's great, but there's moments where we're not fine and that's okay, and we can share that side of ourselves with others. And then we can begin to notice, once we just find acceptance and we accept and admit that those feelings are there, we notice how those feelings have impacted our behavioral patterns today, and often we're still operating in those modes where, we're holding something down or pushing something down or running away from something. So what are you carrying that you no longer want or need? What's taking up so much space in your heart and your body that could be accepted, recognized, and then maybe released? So I'm a meditation enthusiast and student and guide. So if you like, I'd like to guide you through a little meditation that I'll do with you if you like. So if you want, you can join me in this practice. And Jared, if you want to play, you can. So if you like, you can just place your hands on your body. I like to bring one to my chest, my heart, and another to my belly. And in the school of yogic philosophy, the hand at the heart is about unconditional love, and the hand at the belly is about the will to follow that love. So let's take a long, slow, deep breath in and hold it for 3 seconds, and then let it out. Let's notice if you want to exhale with a big sigh or if you want to exhale slowly, and you follow your body's own wisdom there. And keep doing that. Long, slow, deep breath in. Let your belly expand, let your ribs expand, let your chest expand. Bring it all the way up into your throat. Hold it. And let it go when you're ready. And in that moment of holding, we experience maybe a sensation of fullness. A little nod to that fullness and what we're going to fill ourselves up with. And we create all that space by putting down what we're carrying. If you like, as you're breathing, you can silently repeat after me. We'll do an aloud repeat in a moment. So if you like, in this moment, I'm safe. My body is a refuge and a source of pleasure. I accept myself exactly as I am today. I honor everything that I've experienced, the pain and the pleasure. I accept my past as part of myself. I'll leave the past behind now and make space for my future. I deserve to receive. Keep breathing. Let your exhales move out your mouth now, and if you want, you can even stick your tongue out as you breathe out any feelings that come up around our resistance to receiving. And as we continue to breathe, I'm going to guide us through the Hawaiian practice of Ho'oponopono. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Part of the fun. So if you like, you can repeat silently or aloud after me and direct your energy inward to your body, to your heart, to your mind, and your spirit. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Last time, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. I let go of what I'm carrying and I claim my power now, willing to treat my body as a temple and my heart as a precious jewel deserving of all of the love in the world. I accept love from others and especially as myself. Without allowing fear to hold me back, I dream big and I accomplish great things by following my heart. My soul is free to guide me and I am listening. Swaha. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. So my friends, out of my comfort zone, I made up a little song And here's my instrument today. So Jared, I don't know if you, I think it's an A. I don't really know how to sing in pitch very well.
I'm in A flat right now.
All right. Okay, so let's see what happens. It's less fun to sing without my harmonium, my organ instrument. So if you want, you can help me out by singing, especially if it's uncomfortable for you. Free, 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 free your heart. Free, 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 free your soul. Feel the weight of burden on your back. What will it feel like to let it go? Let it go, 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 and free your soul. Free, 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 free your heart. Free, 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 free your soul. Feel the weight of burden on your back. And what would it feel like to let it go? Let it go, 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 now let it go, and free your soul. Free, 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 free your heart, free your heart, and free, 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 free your soul, free your soul. The heavy weight of burden on your back. What would it feel like to let it go? Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, now let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, I let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, I let it go, I free my soul. One more time. Free, 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 free your heart, free your heart. Free, 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 free your soul, free your soul. Feel the heavy weight of burden on your back. Now what would it feel like to let it go? Let it go, 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 and free your soul. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. I free my soul, I free my soul, free my soul, I free my soul, I let it go. Let it go, friends. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Drop your shoulders. And let's just sit in that beautiful feeling, spaciousness, emptiness, infinite potential just for a few minutes and breathe. offered a poem by Rumi, the great Sufi poet, called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a needness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture still, treat each guest honorably. They may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Amen.
Before we move into our closing prayer for today, I wanted to take a moment to thank Noel for being here and for that beautiful message, to Jared for the beautiful music, to Reverend Paula, who I hope is having a wonderful time away and will be back later with you this week, and to Spiritual Soul Center, and to all of you for being here today. So let's just allow those eyes to close. Taking just a moment to notice the sounds around you. Feeling the air as it brushes across your cheek. Take another deep breath in. Taking this moment to savor the words shared and the consciousness melded. May we walk into the world safely with empty hands and an open heart, ready to serve and free to love. And so it is. And together, we say the prayer of loving kindness and compassion. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. May all beings be filled with loving kindness. May all beings be well. May all beings be peaceful and at ease. May all beings be happy. Thank you all so much.